grew up in LA. My dad owned a steakhouse.
Right.
And I ate meat 3 times a day all of my life. And I don't know if you ever taken acid.
Yep.
I was eating dinner. I had taken acid early in the morning on a Saturday. It just, the steak that was on my plate just morphed into this huge cow bull, you know, just scared the shit out of me. And at that point in time, I decided I was going to become a vegetarian.
I like that.
Health is wealth, and juicing is without a doubt big business. Once considered a fad, our obsession with all things juice shows no signs of easing up. I'm on a whistle-stop tour of the States to meet some of the most innovative and unique people making juice today. Starting in Montreal and traveling coast to coast from New York to Los Angeles, I'm going to explore what separates those at the forefront of the trade in this $100 million a year business. From techniques, processes, and most importantly, individual approach, the journey starts here in Montreal with yours truly.
So this is Juicy Lab. This is my insane juice vision. All the juicing, even though it's industrial, is done in a lab setting, but everything that's inside here is actually refrigerated, so the juice never drops in temperature ever. The X1 basically squeezes the shit out of the fruits and leaves nothing left in it except for the fibers. So first it goes down the cannon and everything is grated. And then it falls into, in essence, what's silk screening bags, which allows for only the juice to pass through it. And then very slowly, at a refrigerated temperature, it pushes all the fruit or vegetables into it, and the juice drops down below. It's like super rare to see this in person. Our idea when we go to the markets is that we pick the best organic, the best local, or the best conventional, because we don't necessarily believe that one is better than the other. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Ça va bien?
Oui, ça va bien, vous?
Très bien. Les carottes aujourd'hui sont de où?
Ils sont du Québec,
Okay.
exactement de Saint-Michel.
This merchant's kind of interesting because it has local products. It's very hard to find local products in Quebec. Merci, madame. C'est celui-là? There's nothing in the area that I live in that's healthy. For certain people, the juice bar has become kind of their IV to life. You know, hot dogs, hamburgers, pizza, and like submarines is not really how we're gonna last for many years.
I'm leaving my hometown of Montreal and heading to New York City to meet a cult figure and downtown juicing legend, Melvin Major Jr. of Melvin's Juice Box.
We are in the exciting, wild New York City. It is freezing, raining, and we are about to go to my man Melvin, who's the OG juicer out here in New York, to check out what makes him tick in the city full of juicing competition. Let's get it. What's happening?
All right, how you doing? How you doing, Corey?
I'm out here, bro.
Pretty good.
I'm out here in the rain, bro. I'm out here in the rain. We're at the Union Square Market, and this is where it all happens, right?
Yes, everything basically takes place here at the Union Square Street Farmers Market. And you see, I mean, everything is just beautiful, even though it's wintertime, but it's got some beautiful root vegetables here, you know?
Dope.
Then we're gonna grab a couple, some radishes from right over here. I'm gonna grab about 2 of these. And over here, we got some rainbow carrots. I was looking at this while I was over here. We're gonna grab this salsifier right here. I like these right here. It's good for the cleansing of blood.
You're picking the rare stuff,
yes.
man.
We're gonna grab some potatoes.
So you know I've yet to see anybody ever juice potatoes.
Potatoes, yeah.
Ever.
I love the juice potatoes.
That's That's the best
good
thing I've ever heard.
potassium. It's very good, a low protein.
So when you're doing your juices,
Yes.
it's based on what the fresh produce is at the time?
At the time, yes,
Okay.
pretty much.
Okay.
Yes. And locally, yes. You have to support your local farmers.
I wish I could where I was from.
Yeah, yeah.
Very hard, man.
Yes. No
Juicing
doubt,
out
bro.
here.
Juicing it up in NYC with my man Corey.
So, who is Melvin?
Wow, Melvin is a funny guy from South Carolina, born and raised.
Right.
I was raised up on a big farm. We planted peanuts in the shell, squash, pumpkin, everything. And my first job was over at Integral Yoga, and that's when I got into juicing. I never thought I would be like touching all the fruits and the vegetables the way I did. And somehow it was my calling.
I like that. So what's the base of this drink?
This drink here is gonna be good for promoting, just to get the toxins out the body, promote good health, good to promote weight loss and all of that. It's gonna be a very good drink. This is an essential fuser juicing machine right here. It's very good. You're gonna be able to get the fiber which you want in your juice. First, I always put my lemon and the ginger first. And everything else will wash the lemon and the ginger out. We're gonna just go with the whole radish. We're gonna put a whole tomato. Nice collard greens. Good calcium, good iron, good vitamins in that. Here we got a little turnip. Now this drink is not to be made to taste all that good, but you got some of the best ingredients in it.
Probably one of the healthiest tasting juices I've had in a long time. Every flavor that you have in here kind of contradicts each
Yes. It's easy to make a good tasting drink, but this type of drink right here, this is what you really want.
other. So you don't find it hard at all to sustain an organic regime in a city like this?
It hits hard. Like right now, it's only pretty much 2 or 3 local organic spots around,
Right.
and we're one of them.
Right.
And pretty much a lot of other places maybe either went out of business, they tried to go more non-organic,
Got it.
which I would never put down.
Right.
Everyone can't afford organic,
Right.
especially in the poor communities.
Sure.
So as long as you're getting some type of vegetables inside of you, that's what you need. Everyone cannot afford organic.
It's just where we're from, it's a bit of a scam. The price is just insane.
Yeah, it's insane.
And if it's not grown locally, it becomes a bit of a joke because
Yes.
when it's being imported, it's the same pesticide bombs that are going out there.
Yes. You taste the radish?
I'm dealing with the onion.
Okay then.
After hanging out with Melvin in NYC, he insisted on taking me to an organic greenhouse farm in Connecticut for more of an insight on where he gets the produce for his juices. GILBERTIE'S Herb Garden grows arugula, mesclun mix, lettuce, and kale, supplying green goodness to all of New York State and the rest of the country. A family business for over 90 years, Sal Gilbertie has been at the helm here for decades.
This is a business that's been passed down
Yeah, my
for generations?
grandfather basically started in 1922 as a cut flower grower,
Right.
shipping to the New York market.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we diversified into vegetables and herbs. Basically, we do everything's 100% organic, and we only use soil.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. Oh, here's arugula right here.
Arugula, okay.
Yeah, we got arugula right here.
What do you use arugula for? Your juices?
Yeah. We use arugula and watercress. It's very good in juicings.
What is this?
Jungiku, which is a Japanese herb, and but it tastes exactly like carrots.
Like carrot.
Carrots, yeah. You want to try that?
Love it. Thank you.
Here's big wasabi. This is the size that we cut.
You know, I used to have a security guard named Big Wasabi.
So bear in mind, this is an arugula.
Oh, beautiful.
Good stuff.
This is outstanding.
Yeah. And then we have mustard.
Mustard?
Yeah. This is green mustard.
Mustard?
Thank you, sir.
Literally, we could put a whole dinner together of flavors from these 4 past herbs that we've just tasted. Wasabi, mustard, carrots, some of the most incredible herbs I've seen.
That shit was good.
Dope, right?
I need some of that shit to eat tonight, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes. Hey, how you doing, hon? Everybody, how you doing, bro? Pretty good? Everybody. Heck yeah. Yes.
Melvin's like an OG, you know, kind of Rasta dude that's not really Jamaican. You know, he's got that laid back kind of healthy vibe to him. And, you know, the same type of flavors that he dresses is almost the way his juices taste. You see very distinctive colors and you taste very distinctive notes.
From the East Coast to West Coast, if there is any city in the States that knows about juice, then it's Los Angeles. My final stop brings me to the City of Angels to visit one of the oldest and most respected juice spots in town, Beverly Hills Juice, owned by the marvelous David Otto.
So I think you're the man. I think you're the man I'm supposed to talk to.
Oh, well, here I am.
I'm Corey.
I'm David.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to know you.
So talk to me about juicing. You know, I heard that you were the godfather of.
You know, I appreciate that recognition that people give me. When I started in 1975, there were a couple of juice bars, but it was very difficult to get fresh juice anywhere. And that was one of the reasons I went into it. I had become a vegetarian a few years before that, and I made juice for myself. People would come by my house and say to me, Jay, you ought to go in the juice business.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna try a little bit of it all.
Despite the popularity and success of David's business today, it hasn't always been plain sailing. Once upon a time, Beverly Hills Juice was a little juice bar just keeping its head above water. Things changed in the 80s when David and his team came up with the Banana Manna, a concoction made from bananas, sunflower seeds, and fruit juice. I was eager to taste it for myself.
And you use
It's
this
a food processor.
right? You use it for your manna, right?
I use it for well, everything. We grind everything in here, and we do the banana manna stuff in here.
Right.
I mean, everything is done in this, you know.
Cool, man. This is awesome. This is the way it's supposed to be. So let's try this banana manna, right? Let's try this. So I'm gonna try the apple blackberry coconut.
Banana shake? Sure, absolutely.
So that's basically your version of a banana ice cream that you've kind of created, right? Right.
2 ingredients, bananas and sunflower seeds.
Interesting. So you're like the perfect pour.
You know, I get
Right?
lucky most of the time.
I don't know, man. I've seen you do it a couple times. I think you're pretty dead on.
There it is.
I hate waste. So this is a very interesting version of a smoothie.
Triple double.
This is excellent. It really is. Really, really good.
I'm glad you like it.
This is awesome.
A lot of it depends on your motivation for going into business. My motivation was to provide juice for myself. The fact that we make money at it it's great. Before the Banana Manna thing, we were just a little juice bar, just plugging along, you know.
And do you ever go to other juice bars at all?
No interest. I'm glad they're out there. The fact that they're out there is wonderful. I think it's great. It just contributes more to a healthy world.
Right. I hear you're my hot date.
I am, sweetheart. That'll work.
Normally I like my dates in poodle skirts.
Being the OG juice man that he is, David was eager to take me on a little road trip down to Santa Monica to check out a farmer's market where he gets some of the fruit and vegetables he uses at his shop.
So I became a vegetarian in 1966, and I've never eaten meat since then.
That's amazing.
And, you know, if anything, I think it's added a lot of years to my life. The key to being a vegetarian and getting healthy was making juice.
Right.
And making that part of your diet. And so I did, and that's what got me in the juice business.
Juice man.
Hey,
OJ the Juice Man.
Juice man.
OG.
OG the
Oh,
Juice
gee, the
Man.
juice man.
So these are the oranges that you use in the drink.
Yes,
Yeah.
Awesome.
absolutely,
Oranges,
absolutely.
bloods. It's blood and orange season
Blood
right
oranges and tangerines.
now. I have 4 different varieties of bloods, so
Right.
it keeps going.
Pretty much
right
all
now.
year.
Right now, Moro is in season, and then we have a Tarocco, and we have a Sanguinelli, and we have a Delfino, and we have a Smith blood. So there's all kinds of. We can take it all the way to summer.
Oh wow. What's up, Blair?
These guys have a ranch up, as you can see, Fillmore, California. I get a lot of citrus from them. In fact, all of our citrus comes from this farm.
So this is the guy I got to negotiate the prices with.
negotiate with us.
This is the guy I should
get-
take in the back. And
You know, I say,
I might drive all the way down there and take it.
Holy shit. Cool, man. Well, that's awesome. Nice to meet you. My man.
With a heavy heart, I said goodbye to the godfather of juicing, Mr. David Otto. Despite being 79 years young, his energy, knowledge, and enthusiasm for all things juice hasn't faded from when he started his business back in 1975, a true legend of the juice game.
How are you? Good?
Yeah.
What's fresh today? Okay. Okay. I think we're gonna go with some mango. So it's cool out here in California. Thank you. I appreciate it. Not only can you buy produce at stores, but you can actually buy produce, seeing as it's so plentiful, you can buy it even on the street from people. And it's cool to kind of taste what goes on, because a lot of these guys get these things from their own plantations or family things that are going on. And sometimes the fruit that you get out here on the corners is stuff that you can't even find at markets. So it's an interesting change for Montreal.
This is by no means the definitive story of juice in North America, but the people I've met along the way challenge the perception of not only who is making juice, but how they're making it. These guys are big personalities in their communities and deeply passionate about their trade, a trade which most have dedicated their entire lives to. Juicing really is a way of life for these guys. No tricks or gimmicks, just good juice. A lot is said and written about the juice business, but like anything, when you have special people who genuinely care about what they're doing and how they're doing it, that will always shine. I'll drink to that.